Okay. So ETL. Okay. So ETL typical meaning is extraction, transformation, loading. Okay. So this is a literal meaning of ETL. That the basic thing here is that we get data, right? Okay. So you have heard about the words like data analysis, data science. Okay. These all things. But the thing is that basically it requires a lot of things in front. Okay. A data scientist is a person. Okay. I'll explain you each and every category and what else exactly he will do. There are three things here. So data extraction, data transformation, data visualization, okay, data analysis. Okay. So a person doing this too, data extraction and transformation, he might be called as, okay, a software developer. Okay. A software developer. Software developer, ETL developer, tester. Okay. And their designation might be data analyst. Okay. Basically it would be a junior data analyst. Okay. Up to 3 years of experience. Up to 3 years of experience. Okay. So this person will do these things. Okay. What he will do: data extraction, data transformation. I'll come to the point of extraction transformation, but just remember this. Okay. Who are involved in this? See, the basic skill for this one would be the tools you might use is SQL, SAS, okay, Python. Okay. So majorly like DBS, like you have a lot of DBS like MongoDB. Okay. Anything. Okay. Sybase, Teradata. Okay. So these might be the DBS. They would, the company to company, the DBS change, but the basic language which we interact with this DBS is SQL. SQL is a language which can interact with any DBS. Okay. The code would almost be same. The functionality might change from DBs to DBs, but the core is almost same. Is it clear, everyone? So then, so the designations I have clearly tell you. Okay. They might be ETL tester. Okay. Or he might be called senior associate. Okay. Or he might be called senior ETL, senior QA tester. So the designation changes from company to company. Okay. So data extraction, data transformation is done by, and the skills we use is this one. Okay. And it is, the designations are this. Fine. Then there is something called data visualization. What is a data visualization? The data is shown in a particular format, like it is shown in a graphical way, report generation way. For this, there are tools like SAS. Okay. We have Power BI, Tableau. Okay. Tableau, Click Sense. Okay. So these are the tools which will be related to this data visualization. Data visualization. The next one is data analysis. Here he requires stats. Okay. He requires stats. Here comes into the picture of ML, AI. Okay. Deep learning, ML, AI, and all these things. Okay. So he should be expertise in stats, and the tools involved will be a lot more like Hadoop, Spark, okay, Power BI, Tableau, Azure. Okay. So in this one, data analysis one, it is big. Okay. So person who, here the designation would be data analyst. Okay. Before going to that, the data visualization, here the designation would be BI developer. okay, or data analyst, senior analyst, business analyst. Okay, so this is a designation for data visualization. Okay, data analyst, it might be ML engineer, data scientist. Okay, some company use senior data analyst, information analyst. Okay, so basically a data scientist is a person who will be doing everything like data extraction, transformation, visualization, and analysis, data analysis. Okay, he should learn, at least he should have knowledge on at least 8 to 10 tools. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear, everyone? So
Yes.
so this is the part a data scientist would be doing. The whole thing which a data analyst, everything would be done. It would be done in a small startups or mid-level company. A data scientist would be doing only ML, this part like ML engineering, AI, DL, deep learning, and all this. But in some companies, a data scientist will be doing everything. Okay, so it depends company to company, the environment to environment. Okay, environment to environment. Fine. Then coming part to the ETL. So you are going to learn ETL. So what is this ETL? What is exactly this? Okay, fine. Let's take an example. Okay, so there is a stock market. Fine. There would be a lot of brokers. Am I right? Or let's take a stores. There are different types of stores in India. Okay, so let's take an example of more. There would be lot of things in different areas, right? Different areas, different stores are there. Each store would be having different items based on the area, right? Okay, so the store data, how would be the data stored basically? Any idea? First, it would be stored in that store location data would be stored in the local computer. Am I right? Yes or no? Okay, so we are talking about more. Okay, more is a big supermarket. Okay, which is existence in all over India. So as it is a more, they might have a DB. Yes or no? They might have a DB. The DB might be SQL. Okay, the DB might be SQL. Fine. So let us talk about small supermarkets. Okay, small supermarket. How do they store the data? They might store the data in a Excel format or MX Access. Am I right? Do they have a knowledge about SQL and all these things? They don't have knowledge. They will store the data in Excel or MX Access. Am I right or wrong? Hello, guys, can you please respond? It would be better. The interaction way, it would be better. Okay, fine. So small supermarkets would use the Excel. So our a ETL tester or ETL developer, ETL person would have to fetch the data from different sources of places. Like for example, I want to do a market analysis. Okay, a market analysis of some product. Okay, what I have to do? I will take the data from different sources. Okay, it might be Excel, it might be MS Access, it might be SQL. First thing is that I would take the data. That is called extraction. Taking the data. Okay, fine. I have taken the data. Okay, the data which I have taken, okay, is there. So first I'll take the data. Then what I'll do? I'll take the data using some tool. What might be the tool? Here I am going to use SQL or MySQL. That depends on me. Okay, so I'm using SQL to interact with the other Excel or SQL or anything. I'll take the data. Okay, and then the next thing is transformation of data. Okay, transformation of data. So what is this transformation of data? The data might not be in a perfect way. Let me show you some example. Okay, let me show you some example. Okay, so this is a data of a some supermarket. Okay, so there are a lot of things like product category and all these things. Here there might be a data where the data would be not in a perfect way. I'll show you another example. In this data already the data is clear and neat. Okay, I'll take another data which is not clean. Okay, so this is a data. Okay, in this one you can see categories, right? Okay, there is sales data also. In the sales data you see like the format is 02/04/2017. My client asked me to change this into 02/04/17. He don't want 2017, he wants 17. That is called one transformation. You can see the list price and unit price, am I right? But where is the profit? So how do you calculate the profit? How do you calculate the profit? You have to, this is the list price. What is the list price? Selling price. Okay, what is the unit price? Cost price. So you have to do what you have to do? You have to minus this two, then only you'll get the profit, right? Yes or no? So here adding the columns, removing the columns, okay, doing some calculations, everything comes under transformation. Everything comes under transformation. The sales date you can change it to 02/April 2017. You can change it from different ways. You can extract the data. You can 02 is there, 04 is there. Instead of 04, my client asked me the month here, a column, a new column with month. I can extract it using SQL. I can extract it. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, so unit price is there, order quantity is there. So here the main thing is that I have to multiply this list price into the order quantity. Okay, and unit price into the order quantity, then minus it, then only I'll get the right output. Am I right?
Yes.
The profit, if I have to calculate, I have to do like that. If I don't do like that, it will not give me the right output. Another thing is that there would be some things like this. See here it is 9.5. Okay, let's take, there would be some unknown things in the data. Okay, they would be added, like it would be NA, something like this. Okay, there would be, so this is a numerical value, the data is numerical value, but in that unexpectedly the beside data, okay, this data might have come into this one, this data might have come to this one, so there would be an error. Okay, so for example, if it has something like this, okay, if it has something like this NA, okay, in the data, when I am doing a calculation about this, will I get the right output? I would like to know the total list price, total earnings. Will I get the right output? No, right? So I have to replace these values. I have to replace this value to 0 or based on the client requirement. I would ask the client, what is this? The missing data is that, what should I update? He will tell me, okay, there is some missing data. He will tell me I have to update that. That is what the transformation is. Is it clear, everyone? What is the transformation? We'll learn more when we go to the live classes and more in the new classes. But right now, just understand transformation is something, the data is not proper. We are changing the data into a proper way. Okay. Is it clear, everyone? Understood?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That is how you do a transformation. Then So after transforming the data, you have to save the data, right? Changing the unstructured, okay, I'll just write here unstructured data to a structured data. This is what the transformation is. Okay, then loading the data. So loading the data is something where you load the data into a DB. Okay, basically, okay, I'll just give you one more example. My client is HDFC. Okay, my client is HDFC. I am working for South India, all the banks of South India. Okay, HDFC, Hyderabad, all I mean Telangana location, it is saving the data in SQL. Saving the data SQL. Tamil Nadu, it is saving the data in MongoDB. Okay, Kerala, they are saving the data in Teradata. What I'll do, I'll first pull the data, that is extraction of the data from different sources, then transform it and then load into my company. I am working for Capgemini, right? Okay, if in Capgemini, I would like to save it in a DB. My DB is MySQL. My DB is MySQL. Okay, right? So I pulled out the data from different sources. I saved it in MySQL. Did you get my point? So it might be changing. So loading the data into a data is called loading. So ETL, E is extraction, T is transformation, L is loading. Did you get my point? Everyone got?
Yes.
Okay, clear. So let us see the structure of ETL in a real time. What exactly it is. Okay. Have you ever heard about the word called ERP and CRMs? Anyone here working in a BPO sector?
Yes.
Right? So what is a CRM? A CRM is customer relationship management. There will be a tool. In that tool, the data would be imported. So for example, I'm working for HP client, HP customer care. Customer called me regarding HP laptop issue. So I'll enter the serial number, product number, and everything into that thing. It will go and save in somewhere. Okay. So CRM, ERP, or sub ERP means so related to billing, related to accounts. ERPs are mainly used in banks. Okay. CRMs are mainly used in customer relationship management tool. That is a tool. Okay. Then the data is saved here in somewhere. Okay. Flat files means Excel, MS Access. Okay. These are called flat files. These are called flat files. Then the next one is unstructured data. Okay. So for example, you are pulling a data from a website. You can take a data from a website. You just copy the link and paste it somewhere. You can pull the data. Okay. I'll show you how to do that. Okay. You have a data, you want to pull it out. You have a data, you have to pull it out. Okay. From websites, HTML, using HTML syntaxes and all this. So that data would not be in a proper way. When you pull out the data would be not be in a proper way. So at that time, so that data will pull, extract, and transform. Okay, fine. So these are the types of data which will take. Okay, ODS, output delivery system. Okay, output delivery staging. You can call staging or delivery staging or anything. Okay, this is a medium where we are pulling the data. So this medium we can call it as SQL. Okay, in our sense, it is SQL. Okay, basically a developer, ETL developer uses a tool called Talent or Informatica to do this ODS part. Okay, to do this ODS part. Okay, there is nowhere you are not involved in this part. ODS part, as a ETL tester, you are not involved in it. Okay, then there is something called staging. In this part, you do the main part of ETL. Okay, ETL. So what you do? What you do? I'll use a tool called MySQL where I extracted the data, right? Transform the data, then load into a data warehouse. See, what is the data warehouse? There would be a bunch of databases in one place is called a data warehouse. A bunch of databases in a place is called data warehouse. What is a warehouse in a simple English? A place where we are saving lot of products. Am I right? Okay. Then what is a database warehouse? Data warehouse, that is the same, a place where lot of databases are there. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. So then then you can see a word called data marts. What is this data marts? Okay, I'll just give you one example. Okay, so let's talk about Swiggy. Okay, how many? Swiggy has 3 apps. What is that 3 apps? One is customer app. Okay, other one is delivery app. The third one is restaurant. Am I right? These are the 3 apps. Okay, so I pull the data from customer app. I pull the data from delivery app. I pull the data from restaurant app. Okay, then what I've done, I will save the data based on city wise, okay, categorical wise, okay, category wise, or any different types of elements, okay, and save them as data marts. Okay, data marts. Maybe I save the customer data after transforming into a data mart, one data mart. I'll transform the data in a delivery app and save it in a data mart. So data mart is a place where you will have a specific data of specific things. Is it clear? All
Yes.
over all over India, the customer app data is there. I will transform it and save it in a data mart. Is it clear now? Okay, so these are categorically I am saving the data. So you can see I have done the extraction from here using a ODS, transform the data and loading the data into a warehouse. So what is the, I have clearly telling you that ETL is done. Okay, why are you doing this ETL? Why are you doing this ETL? So this ETL will helpful for the client. Okay, this ETL would be helpful for the client to make a reports. Okay, there would be reports based on a business decision would be taking place only based on that report. For example, the total sales. Okay, total sales. For example, I'll tell you one more example. Swiggy is there. Swiggy customer is ordering lot of things, but he is not ordering the things which he don't. I meant to say that last 1 week. Okay. Okay. So here I just 1 week they were ordering around 500. Okay, people ordering people one in last 1 week. Okay, there are 500 people who are ordering 3 times, 3 times in a week. Okay, 3 times in a week. Then there are some people who are ordering 2 times. Okay, I would like to increase this 2 times into this place. How do I do it? So there would be a decision. I have to take a decision. I have to include some offers. Am I right or wrong? So how do they do it? How do they do it? The basically there would be some report. There would be a data. Okay, after transforming the data, they would create a graph. Okay, they would create a graph. In that graph, they would be telling you what exactly the scenario is. The scenario is in first week, in 1 week, 500 people have ordered 3 times. 400 people have ordered 2 times. I would like to bring that 2 times people to 500 wins. So what I'll do, if you, I'll give an offer that, okay, the board of directors will see that and they will take a decision. What decision they will take? They'll say that, okay, let me include an offer. Let me push an offer that if you order more than 3 times, you'll get 40% off. Okay. So how would it be helpful for him? Does this increase the business? Yes or no? Will it increase or not? Yes or no? Am I right or wrong? Okay, that is how these things are useful in real time. Okay, is it clear, everyone? Any doubts in this one? So ETL part, you would be learning only SQL, okay, and ETL techniques. If you learn ETL techniques and SQL part, you are easily available to get a job. Okay, so you might ask me, how many job openings are there in ETL? Okay, how many job openings are there in ETL? Okay, let me search for you. I'll just open a Naukri. So basically, Capgemini, Cognizant, this will be hiring around 200 to 300 every month only in ETL. Okay. So there are a lot of people who got job in this Capgemini. Anand. Okay, fine. So here I'll just tell you I'll type ETL tester. Okay, ETL. Okay. So how many jobs you got? 20,000 jobs. Okay, this is one thing. Second, see, basically test automated data warehouse, ETL testing, data warehouse testing. Okay, SDLC, ETL, data warehouse, software development lifecycle. Okay, some ways they will ask for Python. Okay, that Python thing they will only teach you, that don't worry about it. Okay, then other things like you can have another way called database testing. There is another thing called database testing. Okay, so this is one more method. So you have 80 jobs. So like we have different search queries where we can find. So you are around 30,000 jobs right now. You have around 30,000 jobs right now for only experience one. You cannot think like that is a fresher or anything. It would be only experience one plus mostly probably 3 plus, most probably 3 plus. Okay, so that is how it is. Okay, so that is a scenario. So you can see, you can add my number, you can see our status, you can see like I'll keep offer letters on the status and all these things. You can understand it. Okay, so do you have anything, any doubts here? Do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts, guys? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me, or else we can wind up, and we are starting the batch on Monday. Okay, so you can listen to the class and decide yourself. Okay, so probably you would be learning more of
Sir,
yeah, Seema.
sir, can I get the recording of this
Yeah,
session?
every recording would be updated in the drive, and the drive access would be given to you. Okay,
Okay.
so this is a demo one, right? In the first class I'll explain what a more in depth of ETL part. Okay, so that session would be there.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So anyone has any doubts? Alekia, Sinu? No, okay, fine. So we'll inform the timings from Monday. What would be the timings? I think like it is a morning session. So our employees will inform you what is the time and all these things. Okay, so you can get back to them. Okay, fine. So you can listen to 3 classes of free sessions. Okay, and after that you have to so three would be the free sessions, and after that it is a charge. You have to pay the fees. Okay, so decision would be taken that. Right? Clear? Any? Okay, fine. Thank you.